Hello, hello, hello. I don't think I'm gonna stay up here. I am exhausted. I am really telling the truth. I'm exhausted. I don't even think I shared I don't think I shared it to my Facebook. I don't know. I don't think I did. I'm looking on my Facebook now. Just give me a little minute. I am exhausted. I hope y'all having a good day. Y'all can tell in my face that I've been asleep. I've been asleep all day long. I wake up and say this, wake up right in. I write a lot when I get my dreams. I don't think I shared this one. I don't think so. I'm checking it out now. Give me a second. What with your girl? Okay, I got that. Got that. I don't think I did. Hold on. I'm trying to look on my Facebook. I'm exhausted. I hope y'all having a good night so far. I really do. Y'all see, I'm in my night clothes. I took a shower, but I just got on my robe and my pee. Hi, Covenant Keeper. How you doing, Sunshine? You doing okay today? I'm sitting here. I'm getting it together. I've been asleep all day. I took the day off. I was not making nobody deliveries nowhere. I took the day off. I am exhausted. I move a lot. I move a lot. I don't think I shared it. I hope I don't knock this out, but you know, you good? That's good to hear. That is so good to hear. Yes. Listen, we all need a break somewhere, huh? My eyes still a little puffy. I've been up for about an hour. And I said, let me go ahead and prep and get ready for this live. Because I want to roll it over to another day, So, I just said, let me go ahead and do it and get talking to you all. I love y'all to pieces. You got to go check out Monique too. Monique, I don't know if she like people to know that she's on TikTok, but sis is fire. Sis is fire on her TikTok. She be speaking some real truth. I went up there. I shared a couple of her videos on my Facebook because there's a lot of demons over there on my Facebook. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love y'all to pieces now. Y'all know it. It's just that my body be tired, overcoming all those spiritual attacks, losing my daughter, fighting with my family. Now God killing them. I mean, and it's sad to say it like that, but Heavenly Father, it's a lot of deaths going on around me right now. I guess they thought that I was normal, which I'm not normal. I've been chosen by God. So, God children is far from normal. And when he send you on a mission, whenever Satan can use people to try to stop his missions, he'll end it in death. And I hate that they have to die like that. But it's not up to me. It's up to dad. So yeah, it's a lot of people suffering right now due to when I came here. Because when God send you into people's lives, either they don't pray for it or God giving you a second chance. Us chosens are like used for second chances for people, even a second chance on our end too, for people that went through a hard life. And God know everybody heart. He know if your heart is working off of wickedness, and he know if your heart is working off of pure intentions or motives. So I was sent back here to get my family right, to get them to repent to God, but they kept that reprobated mind. So sorry to say, even down to my children, I got to keep it real. Y'all know I keep it 100 over here. So I'm not going to just sugarcoat this, sugarcoat that, because I can't be chosen by God if I'm gonna do so. But even down to my kids, I try to get them to cross over to God, and they grown kids, so don't think that your kids can't be used by Satan either, because they can. That's why I want to talk about setting boundaries with anybody that's toxic and don't want to respect your boundaries, because your kids can step over your boundaries as well. And it's kind of hard to set boundaries for people you love, because you suspect them to get it. Like, don't do this to me. Don't disrespect me no more. Don't call me out my name no more. Don't try to cheat on me. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but people that is very toxic and don't want to come to the awareness, don't want to take accountability, or don't want to take action for their toxic actions. You just have to set boundaries, and believe me, you're gonna have to stand on them, no matter how much it hurt. I don't care if you pass out, wake up, get some more oxygen, and do it again, because you have to set healthy boundaries from you. I mean, let me rephrase this. You have to set healthy boundaries in place so you won't be getting hit as much as toxic people hit people. You know what I mean by hit them? Spiritually hurts them. Like they hurt people to the core and it don't feel good. And I wrote some notes. I got so many notes. I don't even know where to start, how to set boundaries, but you got to set them. I mean, I had to set them. I had a lot of people hating me before I start setting boundaries, because I always was this yes type of woman. Like, I have a weak spot for people that has been abused in childhood. And when you've been abused in your childhood, believe me, that is a whole nother different pain. Like, that pain ain't like adulthood. That pain is different because you a kid, you in your innocence. You're supposed to be protected. You're supposed to have nourishment. You're supposed to have a great mentor as parents. But the way this generational passed down, this poison is passed down from generation to generation. A lot of people been hurt. I am one of them. So if you never had a bad childhood, you wouldn't understand the pain that we have within. But thank God for healing from His only begotten Son. So it's a very deep wound. Some people don't come back from it. Some do. I was one of them that can come back from the painful childhood that I had, and then to come to an awakening, a spiritual awakening. Now I see what God is saying about, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities. Now that I can see darkness for what darkness is. But your family is your first beginning. Your family is where it first begins. It don't have to be your parents. Your parents don't have to be the ones that hurt you. It could be uncles, it could be grandparents, it could be great grandparents, it can be cousins, it could be siblings, for that matter. It could be anybody with toxicness attached to them, which we all were born into sin, shaped into iniquity. I was looking at a TikTok today, which it was so sad, y'all. I just have to watch stuff just to get people to understand how Satan operates through other people. And I stress this a lot, and I can never stress it enough. Stop going by titles. Titles is where Satan set up a lot of people. That lets you know that people that go by people with titles like pastors, people with six figures that make great deal of money, abundance. Stop going by titles. Satan loved to use a title to get his point across, to bring you in the pit, because you're only going into darkness. And I was watching this TikTok earlier before I fell asleep again. I know I fell asleep 13 times today. But this pastor, the neighbors heard these loud noises, and it's just sickening to me. And I close my eyes because I can imagine. This pastor was in this pathway, and he had boy a young boy in the car, in the back seat, and you can imagine what he did to that kid. So when the police arrived, he was in the back seat, and this child is hollering at the top of his lungs, I guess. And that kind of sickened my stomach, but I have to speak on it, because a lot of kids, parents, mothers, fathers, or single mothers, you cannot let your kids or hand your kids over to people just because they say they're a pastor of a church. Because a lot of single mothers are weak. And I'm not saying it to be smart, but I'm saying it to be honest. When I mean by weak, you're vulnerable. So you're vulnerable. So you got children, and your children irritating you. So you just trying to find a way to get peace. So you want to go to this pastor that is a wolf in sheep clothing, and now he gonna come. I want to take your son here, or bring all the kids to the church. We're going to have a fun night out. No, this is not the hour to be having no fun nights out with no pastor. It ain't no pastor should be able to take your children anywhere. Why would a pastor even want to play a role in taking your kids to some type of carnival or to some type of fair? If you ain't got the ability or the mobility or the financial mobility to take these kids anywhere, well, they ain't going. You maintain you got a carnival in your home. I don't care how wounded you are, but you just don't pass your kids over to nobody. I never pass my kids over to nobody's pastor, nobody's grandparents, no uncles, no aunts. Honey, I did not play that game because I came up as a child being hurt severely by adults. So I knew I was not going to allow my kids. I don't care if you say you the pastor of a billion, you a billionaire pastor. You ain't getting my kids. Because if my kids come back even with a little tear, I'm finna choke tears up out of you. And that's for real. That's how I used to be. I'll never forget one night, and I'm gonna speak on it. One night, my grandfather, I had left my baby boy crying with my grandfather, and me and my mom and us went to Walmart around the corner. So, I'm thinking I'm going out, so my son called me. He was like, "This man's scaring me." I was like, "What you mean?" So instantly, my head is like, I was wired. And he was like, "He's standing over me with a cover." And he started crying. And I'm like, "Oh, hold on." So my mom talking about, "Daddy won't hurt nobody." I don't know. I look right at her in that car. I don't know what your father do. Y'all too secretive in our family. You ain't gonna tell nothing. So I'm not. I know my son ain't gonna just call me and cry. I said so. When I got to the house, my grandfather was like, "I was just putting a cup." I said, Granddaddy, don't make me knock you out. What is you standing over top of him for? What you got going on with you? Oh, you something wrong with you, Siobhan. No, it's something wrong with this family. Because I know my son. He not gonna just cry if he's safe, and he must have scared him. Because if he on the chair asleep, leave him alone. If you said it was okay to leave him there asleep, why is you standing over him with a covering? I don't play that game, and y'all shouldn't either. It's time out now from handing your kids over just because your pastor speaking a good sermon. That don't mean anything. I don't care if your daddy wants your kids. You got to evaluate your bloodline because it's a reason why bloodlines is the people are turning out the way they're turning out due to bloodlines. You have to have a boundary. I mean, a boundary. You have to draw a line between you and your family. If you moved out from your family, hey, give yourself a hand clap. Quit codependent on your family because your mother can have many demons in her, but being as though you're vulnerable, you can't see it. That's how Satan gets people because words. Words are very easy to pull people in. All you gotta do is manipulation is nothing but words. I won't do with you like that anymore. Let's move away. Let's make a nice family. We can get away from all this. Narcs are good for that too. Let's move out of the city. Let's move and get another. Let's start over. They're not trying to start over. They're trying to move you away for their own selfish gain. They're not trying to move you away because they're trying to start over. If they ain't going to any kind of illness, and what I mean, if they ain't going to, everybody don't know God right now. Everybody don't know how to spiritually cross over. If you just put a prayer in, if you just go to therapy, get your therapist to pray. Would you ask your therapist what they know about God? If therapy trying to heal people, they need to put some word up in there. Put the Bible in there. They'll get it right. Put the word in there. Get them to learn how to read the word of God. Help them pray. If your husband or your mate or boyfriend, girlfriend, y'all know how all this go. If they not there yet, pray to God. Ask God, what do I need to do? If they not for me, remove them. If y'all saying y'all know God is He will remove anybody that's toxic out of your life. Therapy or no therapy. But you just don't get into a place where you just hand your kids over to anybody. Leaving your kids, your uncles, the brothers watching your kids. No. It was no male figures watching my kids. I had a daughter and I had two sons. And I always tell y'all, we had check days. I would check my sons. They would get mad. I didn't care. I'd be like, pull the pants down, butt check. I would check my boys' booty. I would. If they go to school, I'm still checking their booties because teachers can molest kids. I dated a guy for 2 years and didn't even know that he was a sex offender until one woman slipped up and was like, Jay, he a good guy, but Jerry was, at that time, I was 25 or 26. I'm trying to see. No, no, no. I was 27. I was in my 20s. I can't remember, but he was like 30 something. But, He was tall. His shell was beautiful. He was very handsome. But that man had demons. Somebody had to molest him when he was a kid. And when she say, he a good guy, but he went down the wrong path. And I'm like, what's his wrong path? I'm like, y'all all looking at me dating this dude and y'all ain't saying nothing. So she was like, I didn't want to tell you, Siobhan. Why wouldn't you want to tell somebody something as serious as that? Even though I wasn't a woman to leave my kids around men, I never played that game either. Not even, I mean, their dad, but to a certain degree. Even though I know their dad wouldn't have did nothing to him, but I didn't care because my trust issues was shot, due to me being hurt by family members. And she was like, he's a sex offender. I said, sex offender? She was like, yeah. So I asked my daughter. I said, go to school and look on the computer. I didn't have a computer at that time because I had just moved away from that second relationship I was in, healed and try to date again. That's why healing really takes God, because you got to spiritually see these people. So got with them and we dated for 2 years. It don't matter how long I'm with you. I don't care. We can be together 50 years. If I find something out evil like that, something like that, you are gone. You're out of here. So she went to school, got that paper. I said, y'all do a sex offender chart. I need you to roll down there and see. She come back, who was on it? Him. That was a problem. It was, and I was angry then. I was a woman that loved to fight then. I didn't care. I loved those hands. I didn't care how tall he was. He's gonna get the business. End up, I approached him about it. He was like, they lying on me and da 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 and da. Nah, you're not gonna be registered if they don't have proof. So he was trying to go around the boat with it. No, 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 no. No. I was like, bro, I could shoot you and kill you, right? Because you got to understand what's going on with them. You just can't get in relationships and not ask questions. You need to know what kind of problems they had. You need to understand, is they healed? What they call healing, are they codependent, because even with their families are jealous if they even move ahead. Just say, if I get in a relationship with a guy and he have jealous family members, his family members is going to be jealous of our relationship, because when God bring a chosen one in relationships with people, God prosper anywhere you step your foot at. God will make it look good on you. You know what I'm saying? You are the reason why you're prospering. So when you get in relationships, you'll be amazed how those family members see one of their family members climbing to the top. They get jealous. So they'll try to throw spoons, knives, plates, forks. I'm just being a little humorous about this. They'll try to throw anything in to stop their shine. And I've been in two relationships where them family members was jealous because their family member was prospering and prospering without them. You have to set boundaries with family. I don't deal with my family at all. So anybody that I get into a relationship with, they better not look for no family members. Ain't no need looking for, I need a mother. No, I don't have a mother or a father. I don't have grandparents. I have uncles that live in, ain't nobody going around them either. And I got cousins, you ain't going around them either. I'm not introducing you to no family. So if you're looking for some love from a family, don't come over here. It's just me, myself, and I. I have two sons, but they're grown. So one is in prison for 18 years and one is in the streets. We're not introducing to nothing. I have grandkids, and whenever I have time, I go, and pick them up and do things with them, but they have parents. It's time to let parents do what parents do. Stop being a cutthroat or trying to dodge the children. Let your children raise their children just like you had to raise yours. Stop having this codependency where you want to be special in people's lives. Be special in your life. Healing takes time for you. I love my grandkids, but I'm not going to overstep their parents. I'm not going to start doing things that their parents not doing. Now, with my grandkids, I got them on my phone plan so they can, always have communication. And their communication is communicating with me and whatever they, want to do. But I'm not trying to take over being this or that for their parents, because their parents supposed to be taking them out. And I force this a lot about my grandkids' parents, even down to my son. You're supposed to be there for your kids. You're supposed to take your kids out. You're supposed to have some me time with your kids. The mothers, you're supposed to learn and nurture those kids, not chasing no dinglings, not sitting up here crying about no dingling. I talk like this. This is just how I really talk. Don't be sitting up here, oh, he don't love me. No, you love your kids. You don't have time to be sitting here chasing no dude about, is he going to take care of these kids, or is he going to do this for these kids? Whatever that man don't do, you're supposed to do it. When my kids were young, I didn't worry about what their father did or did not do for them. I took my kids out. We traveled a lot. I showed them things. I showed, especially with my daughter, I showed her how to be a woman. I showed her how to love. I showed her how to take care of herself. I showed her what a man's supposed to dine and wine her, not dine and wine you for just evil motives, but he's supposed to make you feel special and important. But my sons, I had to teach them how to treat a woman. You just don't go into a woman's life and cheat all over her and going putting your hands on her. And I tell anybody that was with my sons, if they hit you, put the police on them, because once they get out there with them peers, they start picking up different spirits. Because my son, my baby boy, did that a lot. He'd get out there with his homeboys. When I work a lot, so I always was a workaholic. I come home, he have a house full of boys. I'm like, bro, what's up? What is all these dudes doing in this house? Why you can't go to their parents' house and hang out? This is the stuff I used to say. They used to step my boundaries. Don't bring nobody children in this house. That he had every gang banger in the streets in my house. They sit back and listen to, because I had big furniture, big old speakers. I love music. So I always had entertainment at my house. He would come in and try to do the same thing I did. I was like, wait a minute, you don't even pay bills in here, my man. Oh, mom, there you go. You say don't be evil to people. I'm evil to you because you're stepping over my boundaries. You got to put boundaries. Right now, my family hate my guts, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for them to hate my guts because I set boundaries. You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to feel entitled to nothing I got. I used to give them a lot. Like I gave my family tons and tons and tons of love, financial love, emotional love. And then they'll come around and this how they deal. And I know y'all can speak on this. When a narc come in your life, they'll bring you a gift or they give you some money. And they think that gifts and money can pay for your mental work or your emotional work. If it was that serious, why do you have to? I mean, if it wasn't that serious, I'm sorry. If it wasn't that serious, why you have to give me a gift or give me gifts or give me some type of financial gift to love you or to have intimacy with you or to take on your mental problems or to take on your emotional regulations? If it was that serious, and y'all know that narcs are very stingy, they're very hateful, they don't like to give out too much of nothing. Why are they all of a sudden trying to be so kind now to give you gifts, give you a little money gift or whatever? No, because it is serious. Your mental is serious because they don't have mental they can't regulate their mental because they're always doing something destructive. Destructive people cannot rest. They can't sleep. And they sure can't handle what comes against them. The way they put toxic behaviors on us, they wouldn't be able to take if somebody dump all that type of negativity, that betrayal, that gaslighting, that projecting, that ghosting, that lack of communication. They can't handle that. They can't handle that. But they want you to handle it. They couldn't go through what they take us through. So if you try that on them, they'll ghost you real quick. What happened? Where you been? I want to ghost you for a while. I want to ignore your text messages for a while. I want to gaslight you for a while. I want to project on you for a while. See, real is rare. Real is very rare. So if you find somebody that's real, and what I mean by real, not real in talking real, I mean action real, standing on your real business. When you say no, your no's mean no. No, can't nobody move you off of that foundation called no. If you say you ain't having it, don't have it. If you ain't gonna be disrespected, don't renege. Because if you renege, they not know that you're weak. Or she weak, he weak. They told me they wasn't gonna do it, but they did it. Nah. If I tell you again, I mean, I know we give people the benefit of the doubt. I do. If I tell you 4 or 5 times I'm not going to go through this no more, and you continuously playing with me, that fifth time, and I'm not saying severely hurt me, because if you severely hurt me, bye bye. It ain't nobody severely hurting me. I'm not even putting up with severely hurting me, because I have real stern boundaries. If I say you ain't going to hurt me like this, you're not going to hurt me like this. If I continuously keep showing back, sorry, y'all, I'm talking fast. Let me slow down. If I continuously keep showing back up in your life and I'm telling you I don't want this to happen anymore, please don't do it, because now you're testing my boundaries. You got to have boundaries. If you got friends and they love to joke, they're competitional joking. Oh, look at you, you this or that. You know how friends do with friends. I don't have a friend group, so I don't know how they feel. But I see a lot of friends, they love to joke with other friends. Nah, because one day that friend might not be in a good mood, and now you joking, you in a joking mood, but that friend ain't. Then now y'all whole relationship gone to the left. I done seen friend groups be in competition with each other. I don't like you with that red hair. I don't like you with that blue hair. And then 2 weeks later, they go back and get blue hair, or they go back and get red hair. It's a competition thing with toxic people. Envious, jealousy. Jealousy come in a lot of ways. Jealousy come with no support. They won't support you in nothing. They'll talk about the idea, but supporting you, they're not going to support you. So if they're not supporting you, what you want to do with what do you want to have with those type of people? What kind of relationship you're trying to build? If you're around people that you say you truly love, or y'all truly love each other, why they not supporting you the way you support them? You want reciprocity. I think I'm saying this word right. Reciprocity, or you want them to resonate with you the same way you resonate with them. Not like they all in, like you all in. You got to find the proper group that is going to support you and love you, and lift you up just as well as you support them, love them, and lift them up. That's just part of how relationships build. Building a relationship, any type of relationship, parent and child relationship, family and your relationship, workmanship. I never mix business with pleasure, because business is separate from pleasure. Because if you start mixing business and pleasure together, it's not going to work. So you got to make sure, if you got a business you're trying to build, you got to make sure you got some real stern people around you, not people that's easy to be influenced, not people that's jealous over you in a certain position, so they want to be in your spot. See, that's a problem. You got to make sure that you got people that know their positions. It ain't no envious person. They ain't gonna go out there and misuse and abuse the money. That they're trustworthy spiritually. Physically, they can look worthy. They can dress good. They can sound good. Their words can match them good. But spiritually, what kind of heart are they holding? You got to understand the heart of people. So I never mix business with pleasure. My business, you got to be a go-getter. If I get a business and I'm working on some stuff, but if I got a business, I don't want nobody in there that is lazy, procrastinates, don't want to do something, always calling out, want to always be this way, wanted to go that way, want you to fit their emotions. I can't deal with those type of people. I need a person that's in there ready to go, count every coin, know how to move taxes around, know how to put up this, know how to, do this or that. You got to make sure they're business minded. They're not easy to be talked out of something. Just say if you had a secret formula and you'd be like, I trust you with this. You're the only one I trust with this. And you give them the ingredients to the secret formula. Then you find out they going behind your back selling the secret formula to somebody else. Then they done gave out your blessing. You got to be very careful in this hour with blessings. If God bless you with something, be very careful who you share it with. Sometimes you just can't share nothing at all. You just have to move in silence. And when God bless you, then that's when you talk about it, when He bless you. But you can't be giving out your ideas. I don't care if they're family. Family is your worst enemy that walks this planet, because they feel entitled to everything. Stop allowing anybody to feel entitled to your growth. Spiritual growth takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of failing. Failing is the best success. So when you fail, don't be like, oh, I failed this. Oh man, get up, dust your knees off, dust your shoulders off. You're going through that right now. That's okay, sunshine. That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Please keep going. And I know it hurts. Believe me when I tell you, it really does hurt. It does hurt. People are so envious and jealous. It does hurt because you at least expect the people that is expected. The ones that you least expect is the very ones. So when you be like, nah, they ain't gonna hurt me, those are the ones. Those are the ones will hurt you, but don't worry about it because you fail, dust your knees off. Well, I got to pick up the pieces. So now I got to do it again. Just keep grinding. It's you get tired. Of course you do. I'm tired right now. But I have to clean up what my family messed up, the attacks that my family brought on me. I just have to clean it up. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to complain about it. And I'm not going to sit around and just sit on it. I have to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm very drained though. But spiritually, I can keep going. Mentally, I'm very strong, thanks to God. And I always say it's God's strength. It's not my strength because if it was my strength, I'd be right in the jailhouse right now with my son, not in North Carolina, but in Maryland. Maryland don't give you no bond. They just let you sit there. But you cannot go on that low vibration with them. All God said he need us to do is move in silence, no contact, and just do what you do to yourself. Guess what? That's all we got to do. Is all I got to do is just shut up and just move in silence. That's good for me. I don't have to talk. You don't have to explain yourself. I don't care if they said, well, I was there for you. If they have to bring that up in your face, that they were there for you when you went through the hardships, then you already know their motives wasn't genuine. Why would you say you were there for me if you supposed to came in my life genuinely to help me, not help me with a price or help me with a cause? Because when you anointed, people are going to come at you left and right. That's okay. Now God's showing you who people are, what their hearts is about. So when you see them for who they are, back up. Just back up. Don't worry about them. Just back it up. I got to back up. I can't deal with you no more. And cut it off. Don't go back. Cut it off. Leave it off. And don't turn it back on. I don't care if they come around. Oh, you don't talk to me no more. Oh, you don't deal with me no more. Hey, get like a person that can't talk with a tongue cut out their mouth. Just keep your mouth closed. When God bless you, keep your mouth closed. When people ask me about my personal life, why you want to know my personal life? I always ask people that, why you want to know what I do personally? Why you want to know what I do in private? Why? Because one thing about toxic people, they're very nosy. They want to know your every move. They want to know your every step. They act like they're for you, but they want you to tell them, see, because when you feel like somebody friendly or when you feel like somebody got your best interests, they don't. They're not, they coming in to seek information so they can go get on these phones. These phones is very dangerous. That's why I don't got nobody in my phone but one or two people, and it's just one person I reach out to. And but other people, I don't. I don't reach out to nobody. It's just when y'all hear me talking on these lives, and all you see is me in my house. It's me. I do not deal with people. I just roll through this world alone. I had to knock everybody out my life because people just want to feel so close to me where they think they know me. I don't even have time to know me. God know me more than I know me. I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm going to do in an hour. I don't know what I'm going to do in 30 minutes. But all I know is I just go with the seconds, the minute, the hours, and through the day. But no, don't let nobody get so close to you they think they know you. No, they don't. Don't never let nobody think they know you more than you know you. No, you don't. You don't even know you. We can't boast for tomorrow. I can't tell y'all what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But if I live to see tomorrow, I'll wake up and whatever God need me to do and go, I do. But I no, don't ever let nobody get in your life. Well, I was there for you. I don't care. If you were there for me, you wasn't there for me with the kindness of your heart. You was just there for me so you can bring it up in my face. That is a boundary. Cut them. Don't even feel bad about cutting them. Don't even think about it twice by cutting them. Cut them. If they give you something and then they're looking for something back in return, cut them because they're trying to keep a cycle going, trying to be a part of your life. Cut them off, out of here. If you want them in your life like that, then there's something wrong with you. It's time to heal. It's really time for us to heal. I mean, I heal every day. God, the Holy Spirit, He's amazing. I'm healed, but still, I still got things that I have to work on. Like, I have to open up to people. I'm so anti-sociable. People want to be my friend, but I don't like friends. I just don't. I see a lot of people get stabbed in the back with friends. And if you're not healed, you can't be my friend anyways. Because I'm very stern on my no's. I'm very stern on my yeses. I don't sit on the phone and just be talking for, I don't even have nobody I talk on, well, one person, but that's private. But anyways, I don't have people I be on the phone with talking. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't like sitting on the phone with no female. We talk it even down to a male. If the person I do talk to, I voice clip or something like that, and we don't be sitting on no phone no hours and no hours. What you got hours and hours of time to do that for? We got other things in life to do, especially if you're trying to build a business. You're very creative in your mind. You want things to be stable. Once upon a time in your life, you can't be dragging demons because people that is not healed, those are demons on them. I know you get tired. I know you feel alone because you don't have nobody you can talk to, but you is the best thing. You get a chance to know you. It's time to get a chance to know you. Me, I love being alone. I mean, being alone is good for me. I love it. And as I said, we're lonely wolves, light workers, chosen ones by God. God gonna make us be alone anyways, because people around you, a whole lot of people around you, that's a lot of noise. You ain't gonna be able to think. You're not going to be able to properly think your dreams out. You're not going to properly see your visions. You're not going to properly achieve your goals. Now, if you knock people out your life, they're going to try to attack you. I want y'all to know that. They're going to try to attack you. Narcs don't like to be left out. They don't, them demons don't like to be left out, but leave them out. Let them attack you. Any weapon formed against you will not prosper if you have faith and you trust. Believe me, I'm a living witness. Those weapons that they form, God will come right back and put you back on your feet. And you keep allowing God to put you back on your feet. Excuse me, my little robe is half half off. I'm tired, y'all. Y'all know I'm ready to go down. I'm not gonna stay up here long tonight because I am really truly tired. And I just want to come up here a little bit and talk about boundaries. I'm not really into my full self tonight because I am literally super tired. I mean, like sleepy tired. But I just want to come up here and just say that little bit, because people are going through a whole lot of challenges in this very hour. One minute you're happy, then the next minute you're sad, then the next minute you turn off happy for a few minutes, then there you mad again. It's time to get into yourself. It's nothing wrong with being alone. Alone is what you want to practice. Moving alone. Every time you have a problem, you don't have to run to a friend. You don't have to run to a family member. You don't have to run to your partner, especially if your partner ain't trustworthy. It's time to run to God and be like, listen, I can't do this, God. I know you hear me. I can't do this. I can't fight these battles by myself. And you can't beat demons by yourself. Demons are not something you want to fight by yourself. That's why a lot of people are wounded. That's why spiritually wounded on the side of that spiritual road, can't move, just hands out, hitchhiking. I need you to help me with this. I need you to help me with that. Stop hitchhiking. And that's a beautiful word, Holy Spirit. It just came in my mind. Hitchhiking. You on the side of a spiritual road, hitchhiking. I can't do this. I can't get up and go to work. I can't get into myself. I can't get into my self-care. I can't get out. I can't get into self-differentiation. I can't get into self-preservation. You on the side of the road hitchhiking for demons to pick you up and drop you a few miles down the road again. Now you're hitchhiking again. It's time to stop hitchhiking. And that will be a word. Wow. I gotta write that down, y'all. That was great. It's time to stop hitchhiking. It really is. I'm writing it down. That'll be a word for tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, it's time to get up and do it yourself. I know it's hard. I had car problems back to back. What it was. When y'all see me put my eyes up in my head, I'm going into my memory box. That's how I call it, memory box, when I go like this. Um, Starting last year in June, I was having car problem after car problem. Deers hitting me, accidents, all kinds of stuff was happening to me. I didn't let it stop me. I said, well, I got insurance, get a rental car, do it again. Boom, there to go again. Tires flat, family members dying, family members coming against me, family members smearing my name all over the world. I didn't stop. And I sure took up for my image. Because, I mean, a lot of them say, when they smear your name, just ignore it. If you're strong and mighty, you ain't going to ignore nothing a demon do. It's time to confront. And if you got fear in your life, get the fear out of you, because that's what Satan powers up off, is fear. When Satan know that he can fear you or intimidate you through a soul, those souls are operating off of dark spirits. If Satan know that he can scare you up to make you not be quiet, make you to be quiet. I'm sorry. If Satan can scare you up not to make you call 911, I'm gonna tell y'all for real now, if you believe it or not. I'm telling you what I know. Toxic, narcissistic people, I don't care how crazy they are or how crazy they act, those folks are scared of 911 because they do not want to go to jail. They want to be around tormenting people, because when they get behind that box, they got some people in there just as crazy as they are. So know what I'm telling you from experience. They hate the police. And when you put the police on them, don't be going down there to the police station or to court, in the courtroom, trying to get them out of trouble. You stand on it. You make sure you press it, and you keep pressing it. And every time they do something silly, you put the police on them and you press charges, and you stand on the charges you press. Do not let them talk you out of not pressing charges on them. Because they're going to, once they see that you ain't going to stand on it, they're going to get out. They're going to act like they're with you for a little bit. Then they're going to go right back to what they did. I'm telling you from experience of family members that done it, not me, because if I'm putting charges on you, I'm sticking to my charges. I'm not going to not show up for court. I'm not writing no letter to get you out of trouble. I'm not doing none of that. If you were that bold to come in my life to try to destroy my life, I'm going to be that bold to lock you up. So you got to stand on your business, on some real stuff. You gotta stand on your business. I don't care who they are. It could be your mama. If your mama trying to hurt you, lock her up. Your father, lock him up. Your siblings, lock them up. Your children, lock them up. And I always tell y'all know I can ready to pull my baby girl out. She ain't here no more. When she got out there in them streets and start getting crazy, she would come to the house wanting this, stealing that, locked her up with no hesitation. I sure did. Oh, you gonna call the police on me? I am. I'm gonna call the police on you before the police be called on me. So I'm not gonna go to jail for you. And when I start calling the police, I tell you what, she stopped coming in the house acting up. She said, "Boy, mama, put the police on you." She put me on social media. My mom don't like me and all that. Those were them demons on her, those drugs. Those drugs, when you got family members on drugs and stuff, you got to lock them people up. Them people get crazy on you. They get attitudes, they try to project, they'll go out there and lie, they'll steal, and they will actually kill you enough if you don't give them what they want. You can't play with these people, okay? I'm not going to stay up here long. I love you all. I do. Covenant Keeper, prayers for you. Keep moving, sunshine. And anybody that watch me on the replay, keep moving you all. But I am tired. I might do a live tomorrow, I might not. I might just take me a little time off. I do. I really need some time off. I am exhausted. I am. But I love you all. Blessings to you all. And I got some subscribers that I got some channels that I have to subscribe to. So I didn't forget the ones that I do. I do some lives tomorrow. I might do a live in the afternoon while I'm out. I don't know yet, but just keep me in prayer. Covenant keeper, you in prayer. God bless you too, sunshine. Have a good night. And all the ones that's going to watch me in the replay, have a good night. I love you all. I love you all. I tell the truth. I'll go down for y'all because real is real. I'm real as they can come. I'm not trying to say nobody out here real, but I'm gonna keep it down to the wire real. I tell it on everybody. That's why they don't like me. See you all. Much love, blessings. Until next time, I don't know, but I love you all. Have a great night.